make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
Alright. I know I started a little late. We back at the morning, the morning time vibes type stuff. We here though, Let me go ahead and hit my intro. What's up, y'all? It's your Smoke That's the Most. JerCrispy. We'll go back to that video. We started late. I was supposed to been started like around 6, but I was freaking went to do some other ideas on the side for music and stuff like that. I have a lot today for y'all, and I'm trying to hurry to get this out early. I'm very much trying to get everything early and not give y'all 4-5 videos or some. So like, really, if I really do the time watching and stuff, I could probably pop out 9 videos for the day if I don't fall asleep in one of these videos. But yeah, and stuff. Yeah, but today what we got is how Vanoss beat YouTube. I looked this up. Well, I ain't looked this up. I had saw this on my For You page, and I was like, damn. I said, that'd be interesting to watch. I used to watch Vanoss when I was little. I still do watch Vanoss from time to time when I be able to catch him. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for all our social media is gonna pop on the screen. We're on the road to 500, and let's see what's going on with this, man.
Vanoss Gaming was the 4th most subscribed gaming channel of the 2010s, whose Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, and Gary's Mod Funny Moments videos captured the hearts of billions. But most viewers don't know much about Vanoss himself or the story behind his success. He doesn't do podcasts or interviews, rarely appears on camera, and keeps his personal life private. So what makes his content so good? Why did his channel grow so much faster than the friends he plays with? And behind the mask, who is Evan Fong really? Well, in this video, I'm going to answer these questions and explain the 3 reasons why Vanoss is so successful. The first of which can be explained by how Vanoss's channel blew up in the first place.
I just know Evan was the one that grew the first. Like, I remember he did a remix of White Boy 7th Street. Like, he was on a live stream, but it's just like him raging and like talking shit to people. He's like, oh, it doesn't matter what your name is, like talking to some guy. And Evan turned that into like this remix song.
What's your name? Amanda. It doesn't matter what your name is. It doesn't matter.
White Boy 7th Street found it and loved it and like re-uploaded it and promoted Evan. And Evan gained like 12,000 subscribers.
Damn.
And, like, because at that time, White Boy 7th Street was like the biggest COD YouTuber on the planet. He had multiple millions of subs.
Yeah.
He re-uploaded that. Yeah, Evan gained like 12,000 subs that day. And then he started doing these edits for other creators too that were like bigger at the time.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, Vanoss made it clear that his claim to fame would be his editing. Because while his peers were uploading regular gameplay commentaries, Vanoss was experimenting with more ambitious projects, like musical remixes that synchronize gunshots to the beat.
Damn. I'm not trying to get copyrighted, because you already know copyrighted don't mess with me. So let's go on to the next video. So don't do this to me right now.
Or used gunshots as the beat itself.
Hello. Yeah.
And this unique style of content not only set him apart from the competition, but it also helped him hone his craft as an editor. Because while these remixes gave Vanoss a head start, what really accelerated his growth was
Hey, who made Vanoss thumbnails, bro? Who be making them dudes thumbnails, bro? Because I don't know who made them dudes thumbnails, but them dudes thumbnails been fire since the beginning, bro. Like, what, bro? Since the beginning of time, bro. Like, before I even thought about I can't say that I thought about YouTube. I was doing a little bit of YouTube. Then I gave up. I said gave up. I lost not even saying lost the channel, really. I don't know what happened, really, to be honest with you. Yeah. Like, them freaking clickables, thumbnails, like, bro, make you want to sit there and watch it all day, every day.
Formula he was developing from the very beginning.
I remember like once a week, multiple weeks out of a month, there were like stretches where I would stay awake for like 30 to 40 hours. I would wake up one morning, go to school, be done with school, go to work, come home, record, edit. Evan, I know, was doing he was doing a lot of that too, because he was going to school when we were all like really trying for YouTube and stuff, and he was working a lot harder on his videos. Like he was editing crazy. So
yeah, Evan is like a business-minded genius. He's not just a YouTuber. He's not just a musician. This guy does so much shit behind the scenes, and we all do, but he's just mastered it.
It's like good footage plus really good cutting with good vision, and then the right music tracks if it's appropriate, and you know, impact sound effects and like quick punch and zoom ins is like 80% of it in my eyes.
Okay.
One of the most remarkable aspects about Vanoss's videos is his consistency. As soon as you click on that rainbow gradient thumbnail, you know exactly what to expect. A funny clip as the cold open, followed by a title screen, and then a montage of skits and funny moments edited with subtitles, images, and sound effects, topped off with a blooper reel. And this consistency helped Vanoss build a brand that people could recognize and trust. Creating this kind of loyalty with your audience is so important. This is why people choose Apple over Android or Nike over Adidas. And for Vanoss, this was especially true considering that his most popular videos came from recording sessions that his friends were also uploading. But it's not just that he had a formula, it's how good that formula was. There's a few things that make Vanoss's editing style so unique, and what stands out most to me is his use of cinematics. Many of the games that Vanoss plays include a theater mode or cinematic features that let you capture gameplay and then re-watch it from different angles. And Vanoss uses these tools to add an element of cinematography to his work, making his videos feel more like short films than regular gameplay. You'll see this a lot at the start of his videos, where he sets the stage and establishes the video's through line.
I want you to do it. Hit me.
Where are they?
Hit me.
Where are they?
Hit me.
This entire intro can be broken down into legit film techniques, like establishing shots, push-ins, singles, reverse, tracking. By establishing the who, what, when, and where, these cinematic intros help create a narrative, giving his videos a sense of story and structure rather than feeling like a random mashup of clips. Vanoss also uses cinematics during the longer, middle sections of his videos, where sticking to his in-game POV might make the video a bit boring. Take this video, for example, featuring Vanoss and basically I do work in the same recording session, but notice the difference in how each of them presents the scene.
Mini lad, hi. Basically, present and Vanoss. Here.
Or in this video, where Vanoss cuts to a brief cinematic sequence to really emphasize the funny moment.
All right, here I come, and boom! I'm sorry.
During the mid-2010s, this approach to making videos was so unique in the gaming space and made Vanoss's videos so much more engaging and interesting to watch. Another thing that makes Vanoss's editing so good is his attention to detail. If you watch his videos closely, you'll start to notice very subtle edits that are more thoughtful than you may realize. Like in this video, where Vanoss is playing Black Ops 2 Zombies and gets knocked down, making his POV become less interesting. But instead of continuing to show his footage or cutting this part out, he switches to his friends' perspectives so the viewer can still follow the action in-game. Or in this clip, where H2O Delirious is in a completely different part of a map, Vanoss uses theater mode to show what's happening there instead of letting that moment be exclusive to Delirious's video. Spending the extra time in theater mode to get this footage shows how much he cares about making every second of the video entertaining. Vanoss also has one of the most unique styles when it comes to using subtitles and images in his videos. Rather than just placing basic subtitles in the lower third of the screen and flashing an image on screen, he often animates them to enhance the humor.
Yo, everyone gather around this moving poster and just start saying random shit, and whatever we say, I'm gonna edit it onto the poster in my video.
Oh my god, watch H2O Delirious instead of this video. What are you doing?
Oh my god, H2O sucks. Look at this picture of a fat person.
Evan! It's not me!
No!
I'm watching though, and it's very enjoyable, but I'm not shooting.
I'm going further away! I'm gonna be in Mount Chiliad in a minute!
Edits like these are very tedious and time-consuming to make. You have to manually animate these transitions frame by frame. And I think both of these examples highlight the time and effort Vanoss puts into every video. Because while it's easy for people like mainstream media to dismiss gaming YouTubers as people who are just playing games, Vanoss is a true creative with a vision for every video he makes, and he'll do whatever it takes to bring it to life.
What is everybody like editing it out? Cause I only went to like at least about what three editing apps at best, 3 editing apps, but like everybody edits so different from like every YouTuber, so like that's like a question to ask. Like if you editing videos.
I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised and I go right.
I can just imagine.
You know what was crazy about that intro too, Brian? Back then, there was no templates for that stuff. Now you could just do a template, slap in pictures, bada bing, bada boom, easy peasy. Vanoss made that intro by hand, manually, frame for frame.
I used to always get excited to see what this little fucker will come up with next video.
Yeah, because when you would upload like a few days later, Vanoss would upload and take another few days. And when he didn't upload, you knew his intro was going to be banging. Yeah. You just knew your videos. Because the second your video went up, there was no reason for anyone to watch yours.
I think you just have to have good vision, you know, like the cutting up the clips and being excited about what you're cutting up, and you know, having a vision for it from the start is the most important thing.
What you want to do is be creative, and it's not really like a system where it's like, all right, I'm going to clock in and work for like 5 hours. It's like you do it till you get it done, and when you're happy with your video. And sometimes that could be 5 hours, sometimes that could be 8, or sometimes it could be 16, 30 hours, and like that's why sometimes it takes several days to make a video. But for me, it's more about quality and just kind of seeing the video myself and being happy with it, and like saying, oh, I would have watched that video if I saw it on YouTube just randomly. So
okay, I fuck with it.
Overall, Vanoss's editing style was ahead of its time, giving his videos such a unique feel. It didn't feel like you were watching a random compilation of gaming clips. It almost felt like you were watching a well-produced sketch comedy show. And that actually leads me to the second reason why Vanoss is so successful, which is that the Vanoss crew is not a group of gamers. They're an improv group.
You guys are an improv group that your stage is a video game. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. It's all a platform for basically to do skits.
Yes. Mr. Anderson.
You got me, Lobster?
Mm-hmm. All the way from Hogwarts.
We found our very specific type of humor works in sandbox games.
Sandbox games, yeah.
I'm here to watch Pluto Nash in 3D.
Yeah. When we have like infinite possibilities and we can do whatever we want.
That's what I excel at in like what I do on YouTube is like the improv kind of thing.
Goomba, fuck you.
Give me like a track to go down, like a little bit of structure, but then let me just kind of run loose with like my friends, and that's kind of that's kind of how it has to be.
The Vanoss crew is basically a bunch of comedians and personalities who perform through video games. And any long-term viewer of the Vanoss crew knows that the reason we watch isn't to see high-level gameplay. It's for the hilarious skits, banter, and chemistry between the group.
Bruh, this right here was so funny, bro, when they made these, bro. Whoever made this, hey, shout out to the animation people, bro, who be making these, bro. They like dead serious. It'd be funny.
During the mid-2010s, this kind of content was so unique in the gaming space because it was completely different from the typical Let's Play video that dominated the gaming genre. And this concept of improvised storytelling through video games was so ahead of its time. The reason why we loved watching Vanoss's videos is the same reason that people like watching improvised collaborative content like the Dream SMP Minecraft server. And the same reason people like modern role-playing games like GTA RP. Now, what's really interesting is how unique Vanoss's perspective is in all of this. Because during these skits and improvised funny moments, Vanoss is often not the one being highlighted. It's Wildcat cracking jokes, Terrorizer doing funny voices, Delirious or Nogla saying something ridiculous. And because of this, Vanoss usually ends up with the best point of view while recording. For example, take this iconic video where the crew is improvising a scene from The Matrix.
I think I'm in the fucking wrong movie.
God damn it.
Now watch that same scene from Terrorizer's point of view.
I think I'm in the fucking wrong movie.
You can't even see that he switched his character model to the Terminator, which is half the joke. Or in this video, where Wildcat and Nogla are improvising a cooking show.
Now, guys, now we're gonna add a little bit of nacho cheese in this dish.
Oh, God.
But if you watch this from either of their perspectives, it's not as easy to follow what's happening because you can't actually see the main characters of the scene. It's like trying to shoot a movie in first person from the main character's point of view. You just wouldn't do that. And when you rewatch some of the Vanoss crew's most memorable moments, you'll start to realize this happens a lot. So when you consider these circumstances, in addition to Vanoss's editing skills, it's easy to see why his videos took off the way they did.
His videos were edited better than all of ours. They were creative and everything like that, and we were the actors, or we were you know, the people that were highlighted.
Realistically, what happened was we were all a bunch of personalities, and his channel was the ultimate culmination of those personalities in the best produced.
Facts. Bro, they had so much funny personality, saying, like, to this day, bro, when they all was on, stand on top of that billboard talking about, come on down to the Isle of God to get your free breadsticks. Come on down to the Isle of God to get your free breadsticks. Hey, come on down. Come on down. And Delirious said, I want free breadsticks. And he got blasted up. That's
videos
funny.
of the group.
Okay.
He had the best editing. He had all the perspectives, and we would all go into one video. And that's truly why we all grew the way we did.
Now, this isn't to say that Vanoss isn't funny himself, or that he owes all of his success to the people around him. Because the truth is, Vanoss is extremely talented, and certainly puts a lot of thought and effort into the skits and interactions that you see in his videos.
How do you and the crew come up with the skits like the Matrix one? Also, is it true that Vanoss will call you just to redo lines? Yeah. Evan will call me at like 2 in the morning, going over stuff, and just ask me could I hop on and redo some stuff, yeah. Evan will talk to me about like how could we incorporate this, and this, or whatever, and then we'll just spitball ideas. Like normally we'll just sit in a call, and then one of us, not just me and him, but like someone else that's in the call, could throw out an idea, and then we bend the idea, and then evolve, and it keeps changing and changing until we find something that really works.
What is this song?
Also, it's not like Vanoss takes sole credit for his work either.
But hey, that is true though. Everybody is trying to perfect your craft. Always trying to be better than what you did the last video. Like me, I always trying to be better than what I did the last video. If I mess up some videos, and there's some videos out there that I did out there that I fuck up my words. Sometimes I mess up the title, or sometimes this and that. It be like that. Just know it be like that. But in general, we're all just trying to be the better version of ourselves every single day. Well, YouTube wise, I don't know about the work. Well, work. You can put work. You can put anything. I say anything. But in general, everybody trying to be some better than they was yesterday. That's how I'm gonna just put it. Like,
he acknowledges the guys he plays with and how they helped build their success together.
I know for sure that the only reason that like I'm successful is because of these guys and like the people that I know and I talk to and play with on a daily basis. I mean, like they're all like super funny, all talented, like really cool people, and just fun to be around, and like just that kind of camaraderie and like atmosphere just makes for good videos. And I honestly couldn't do any of this stuff like on my own.
I truly think that the guys in our group have very different voices and very different personalities, and that's what helped a lot. And I truly believe that. And it wasn't something that was super strategic. We got really lucky, you know?
So when you put all of this together, it really was the perfect storm for success on YouTube. Between his creative editing and unique role in this really talented and creative group of friends, Vanoss managed to create something truly special. But there's just one problem. Anything this special can't last forever.
For the most part, it seems, from the outside looking in, looks like you guys are all in sync. Well, you do a good job of portraying it.
Not really. We're all in our like 30s now. We all have our own lives that we've carved out the last 15 years. Everyone's going in different directions. We can't all like do what we used to do back then.
Facts. We still, to this day, we do not know who H2 Delirious really look like, bro. I'm still mad about that. Cause you know back then I used to watch A2 Delirious Crazy. Yeah, and I used to listen to the songs. And I still don't know what this man looked like. Like that's low key crazy. Man, that's crazy. Like we see everybody else face, but we ain't never see that man face. I don't know. He just might just trying to hide himself on the world or something. It'd be like that though, you know. Shoot.
And where we were all like in our early 20s, didn't care about a social life, didn't have a job, didn't go to school. All we did was play games all day and like.
Oh yeah, that too. Everybody gonna have different lives and stuff like that. Everybody growing up and stuff. And that's what I was telling y'all, man. Like in that video when I was reacting to Dante video, bro. When I told y'all, I said, bro, once y'all, you know, there's a point of time that all your favorite YouTubers eventually is gonna retire from YouTube for good and gonna be living old and having kids and doing this and that and living their own lives and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, everything don't last forever. Now, everything lasts forever. Michael Jordan would still be in the NBA right now, and Dwayne Wade, and Kobe Bryant still would be in the NBA today.
I still aspire to do that and loved doing that.
Yeah.
And I try to emulate that as much as I can. But at the end of the day, like I have my wife I have to hang out with. I have my house to take care of. I have you know, other stuff in the YouTube sphere of just managing emails and sponsors and trips and all that kind of stuff to take care of on the side. So it can't quite work that way.
Over the past 5 years or so, the Vanoss crew have become increasingly fragmented as they've grown older and started focusing on their lives outside of YouTube. Whether it's getting married,
okay, Wildcat,
or having kids.
I recently.
Why did he wait? Why he shake his head like that? Hold on. That nigga shook his head like, yeah, he fucked up now. He stuck with the girl. This might be the last time we see him.
Or having kids.
I recently had a new addition to my family, baby Lyris. She is 2 months now.
Or taking a step back.
This is the hardest video I've ever made, and I haven't even started yet. But I'm stepping away from doing YouTube as a full-time job.
With everyone going in different directions, getting together to make videos was bound to get harder. Not to mention, the gaming scene has also changed. And for a group of gamers, the games they play will inevitably have an effect on the kinds of videos they make, how much fun they're having, and how well those videos will perform.
The Black Ops 2 era was a pretty exciting time just because of the sort of jump, I guess, like everyone's career, you know?
Yeah.
And like the innovation that happened with like just the type of videos that were being made and then going on to GTA, it was like, it was cool.
And now it's like, there's nothing really new to do. YouTube is not the same as it was when a lot of us started.
I was tired of like my success on YouTube being boiled down to like whether a game was popular or not. I'm making the same content I was, but the views are like a fourth of what they were. And it's mostly because people just don't care about this game as much.
Yeah.
So whether it's running out of new games to play, exhausting all possibilities in old favorites, or just a decline in quality of new releases, this has created yet another challenge for the Vanoss crew. And because of these circumstances, crew members like Vanoss have begun losing interest in their craft and started pursuing new ones.
Because Evan only plays on Tuesdays. Evan records on Tuesdays and sometimes Wednesdays. Unless there's a sponsored video deadline. I love you to death, Evan. But it's just, it became so frustrating.
Wait, that gotta be that dude who played a black fan. Yes, that's him. That gotta be him. Yeah.
It's been like this for years and you know it. We call it Vanoss Tuesdays.
Vanoss Tuesdays.
But other people also have different aspirations, like even Vanoss. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to speak on his behalf too much, but like he's big into the music stuff right now.
Right.
But he'd be foolish to ignore his YouTube channel. So he still does his YouTube channel, but I would say almost to a part-time type amount. And that's so he can have that time to also work on the music thing, which he's more passionate about. Because in his eyes, he's like, I beat YouTube. I beat YouTube 8 years ago. I was like the biggest gaming creator. I got all the views. I got all the money. I got all the accolades, whatever. it doesn't drive him as much.
Yeah.
If you've been following Vanoss for a while, it's probably not a secret to you that he's very passionate about music. He's played guitar for a long time.
Okay, hold on.
Produced, released, and performed electronic music under the name Rinks for a while.
Okay.
He co-owns a record label called Avant Garden, and today is releasing music under his real name, Evan Fong. As of recording this video, he's released 3 songs, has an album on the way, and is showing no signs of slowing down.
But hopefully there's going to be people out there that find this music that don't even know who I am, or, you know, what my gaming channel is, or what Rinks is. That's always a big goal of mine, that my music won't just be completely overshadowed by all the other things that I've done on the internet. And that'll be pretty hard, maybe impossible, we'll see.
So at this point, it may seem like a career in music is Evan's YouTube retirement plan, which, given how much gaming and YouTube have changed, and with the crew drifting apart, could come sooner than we think. But not too soon. Evan hasn't officially discussed if or when he plans to retire, and he's still posting 3 times a week. But have you ever wondered what all of this must feel like from Evan's perspective? Continuing to be defined by something that you're just not as passionate about anymore, in a time where everything feels so different from what it used to be. This is not an uncommon problem for experienced creators, and can be a very confusing time filled with what no creative is immune to: self-doubt.
Hey, what's up guys? So today I have some Modern Warfare 2 beta, and I wanted to let you guys know that I was a little hesitant on posting this, and even though I had a lot of fun playing with the guys over the last weekend and just this past week, I just felt like this footage just doesn't hold up to the stuff that I've done in the past. And it's kind of silly to think that way, but you know, at heart, I truly do think about how entertaining the video is going to be, and as you guys know, in most cases, that's determined by how silly the game is and how much fun we're having. But Call of Duty is different just because we used to do so many gameplay based things, you know, trying to get the coolest kill cams and, you know, ninja diffuses and all that, which makes the bar super high and everything I do such a major letdown. You know, all of a sudden it's not just about having a good time with my friends, like I'm thinking about all these other.
That's that real talk right there. You know it gets serious if he's saying like stuff like this. Not usually how the videos. Yeah, there's some real deep stuff. Y'all better pay attention, man.
Things, and how I'm gonna make this video be like the great return to Call of Duty in the big moment where people get to see something that reminds them of the past. And I just know that's not possible. I mean, for many reasons. One, the game is way different, the community is way different, and you know, what's entertaining now is different than back then. And also, I just suck at Call of Duty or just any competitive video game in general. And you guys know this. The only reason I was kind of okay at Call of Duty back in the day was because I played it so often, and I also had a gaming headset when most people didn't. I don't have any natural skill. I fucking suck at pretty much most things in life, honestly.
Man, you don't suck, bro.
Self-doubt is an extremely common problem for creative people.
Man, you don't suck, Evan. Hey, man, Evan, you ever see this video one day in your life, bro? Off YouTube or in YouTube, man? Hey, man, Vanoss / my dog Evan, man. Hey, you did an amazing career, bro. You did. You down there gave other people like help them out during they tough times when they was young, making them laugh and stuff like that. And you did amazing things with you and your friends. You never was a pick over type of person, never trying to be a stingy person. You was always just you and your friends. Always only you and your friends. And never have self-doubt. I know sometimes everybody, it does eat you up to have self-doubt because sometimes you thinking, oh, you can't do this and do that. No, everybody could do, if you put your mind to it, you put the time, the effort and everything, you're going to be able to do it, bro. I'm telling y'all. But hey, shout out to that dude Vanoss and my dog Evan, man. Real talk.
Hesitation that creeps in when you start
Vanoss.
questioning if your work is good enough, whether it holds up to what you've done in the past, and if people will still care about it. And for YouTubers who are constantly feeling the pressure to create and always trying to top themselves, this can lead to a lot of second guessing and, in many cases, burnout. Every creator experiences burnout sooner or later, and Evan is no exception. Whether it's with past projects,
As you guys know, I've been working real hard, 20 hours a day, barely sleeping, and that's all good. That's my decision. However, first of all, it's been screwing over my health, and it still kind of is.
Or upcoming ones, Evan seems like the kind of person to put his all into whatever he's doing.
The only time I could get good at anything is if I spend unhealthy amounts of time doing whatever that is.
But when you're putting that much effort into something that you're about ready to move on from, it can leave you feeling lost. If you listen to all 3 of Evan's newest songs, you'll notice some dark themes present throughout the lyrics. In his first release, Spawn, there's several instances where Evan visualizes feelings of being lost, emptiness, and a desire to escape. In his next song, Miss Melancholy, Evan's lyrics seem to hint at feeling down and going through cycles of emotional turmoil. And in this one's For Me, a track he says he made over 3 years ago, and around the same time he posted this commentary, there's recurring themes of suicide.
Damn.
And even if these lyrics aren't entirely related to Evan's YouTube career, trying to keep up with that while dealing with these mental struggles is a recipe for frustration.
Watch some TV and eat something,
I don't care if I might eat something, I kill myself.
What?
No.
What happened?
Oh gosh.
What do you mean? Don't ever say that. Don't even joke about stuff like that.
The guy ain't joking, I ain't joking.
Oh
man.
Dude. That sounds like Evan. When Evan went through his the really depressive stage, and I'm like, Evan, these jokes aren't sounding like jokes no more. You okay, bro?
Yeah.
He went through a real phase there for a while.
Now, as somber as all of that may seem, I say all of this because it leads into the third reason why I think Vanoss is so successful, which is that I think Evan has learned to overcome his self-doubt and creative fatigue. Because while the way I've presented his 3 most recent songs up to this point has painted a rather sad picture, what I haven't told you is just how inspiring
Like I was gonna say, bro, never think of suicide or nothing like that, bro. It's, bro, I know mental health does eat everybody up, some people, and some people just can't handle it. But at the end of the day, man, try to seek for some help, man. Ask a friend or two, a real friend that's gonna really listen and get some real feedback, not just gonna sit there and laugh at you. What else? And just try to help out in very much in situations, bro. Cause everybody go through tough times, bro. And some people might need to be alone, and some people might not just need to be alone. Sometimes you might need to just bother them till they can block you. And then when they get out their face, then they unblock you and they say, all right, bro, I'm sorry for doing this and that, for blocking you, but I was going through a phase, this time and all that stuff. It happens. Everybody go through, depression and stuff like that. And you ain't never went the depression, then you're lying.
I think these songs actually are, and what I believe they reveal about Evan's current mindset. Now, full disclosure, these are my interpretations of his lyrics, so feel free to take them with a grain of salt. But while my or your interpretations of his music may not reflect exactly what Evan was thinking while writing it, I don't think that necessarily makes what either of us took from it any less meaningful. And I think that what I've personally taken from Evan's music is very relevant to what I've just discussed, so I want to share it anyway. With that being said, I'd like to revisit Spawn and Miss Melancholy together, because the music video for Miss Melancholy picks up right where the music video for Spawn leaves off, which to me suggests that they're connected in the story they're telling. What I find most interesting about the lyrics of these 2 songs is this notion of not regretting when you feel lost, and actually missing times when you felt melancholic. And yes, I'm reading Miss Melancholy literally because according to Evan, via a report by Melodic Magazine, Miss Melancholy is not a person. So why would you ever look back on a time in your life like this with peace and nostalgia? Well, this reminds me of something that I heard musician Jacob Collier say about moments like these in the creative process.
There's no evidence to suggest that you're not right on time where you are. Everything's going to plan. There's no evidence to support that that's not the case for you. And I can think of times in my life where I've been really disoriented, or I've lost my feeling like I know where I'm going, or I'm not feeling inspired, and look back at those moments and saw what happened. It felt like the thing was going wrong. It felt like I was losing the thing. But actually what was happening is I was just halfway around.
I'm listening, bro. Hey, dog. You got a V-neck on? You got like a yellow V-neck on with a sweater? I know you burning up, my dog. That I'm sorry, I'm not the only person that's seen this, boy. Or he got a yellow scarf, or what that is on his neck, man. Let me know, bro.
Around this loop, the circuit to get back to this. But from here, you can't see this bit. But you just need to have faith that you're moving in the right direction. And I think it's a very important thing to remember that.
Self-doubt, burnout, and creative dissatisfaction are challenges that every creative goes through. Everyone experiences feelings of being lost or uninspired, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're off track. And it's in these moments of uncertainty that trusting you're headed in the right direction is so important. To me, this is what Evan's songs are really about. I don't think this Miss Melancholy character that Evan seems to be referencing is a person in the same way that you and I are, but instead is like a personification of the thoughts and feelings that he experienced during his darker times. And by speaking to and about her in the song, Evan is communicating to us how he reflects on those moments today. So when he says, "I was wrong with your sorrow," I interpret that as him saying he shouldn't have perceived these times as purely negative. He recognizes how confusing it can be to feel both bad and good about these times, but ultimately acknowledges that this is a part of the process and will only lead to growth. With the phrase Miss Melancholy also serving as a message, suggesting that you take on this perspective. And for these reasons, you shouldn't regret feeling lost in the creative process, because it presents an opportunity for you to reinvent yourself or respawn. And no matter what anyone else thinks, whether they understand your next move or not, it doesn't matter, because some things are just for you.
Okay.
I just find the most exciting parts in life are when you're looking forward to the future, but you haven't quite attained the thing that you're working towards, but you're excited to go on this journey. Like, that's kind of what I crave. And I figured out like that's when I'm the most happiest and just full of energy. I'm getting a little bit of that feeling when it comes to this music project. Being able to look forward to the future, that's the goal, and that's where you want to be.
If YouTube was a video game, then Evan Fong, better known as Vanoss, has beaten it. He's one of the largest gaming creators on the platform, and a part of a crew that's created countless iconic moments that fans still quote and laugh about years later. Together, the Vanoss crew have built a legacy that has truly defined a generation. But as we know, all great things must come to an end. So when the Vanoss crew finally decides to log
and I just said that
off for good, don't cry because it's over.
Well, who, man? Who? I am a cry, boy. What you mean, boy? That was my childhood. That was part of my childhood. You think I'm not gonna cry? Shit, yeah, I'm gonna cry. Well, all my YouTubers be gone and I still be doing a little bit of this YouTube stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be definitely gonna be crying. Cause but when they leave, who's gonna be the newer generation of YouTubers besides me? And I'm already be old, late in my 30s. Old, and I don't want to be with no new generation. Let me be with the generation that I grew up with. I ain't trying to be with the new generation now. Nah. Let me pick my own lane with that one now. Sure, I ain't trying to be with the new generation. They got AI and all that other stuff going on now. I don't care. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow our social media did pop on the screen. One road to 500. And I'm out. That dude really told me, man, don't cry. Man, yeah, I'm gonna cry. Shoot, boy, who wouldn't that cry if you don't see no Corey Kenshin no more, no Belize, no RDC? No me. No anybody that posts on your stuff that you watch on a regular basis. You would be sad. You have nothing else to watch. What? What you gonna watch? Good shit. I know you ain't better watch no Stranger Things all over again. I know one of these boring shows. But all right, bye y'all. I'm not about to talk y'all head off.